This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. Now let's get on to the video, man. Errol the Truth Spence. Let me explain why Errol the Truth Spence will decapitate Terence Crawford. Here's the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, cutthroat fashion. You have to look at every high-quality opponent that Terence Crawford has fought. Shout-outs to my most recent sub, you know what I'm saying? He was basically telling me, why don't you talk about the Ricky Burns fight? Over here, He Knows the Sport, we give special requests. You know who you are, so the special request is coming to you. So hear me and hear me. Wow. If you guys go back and do film study on that fight, which He Knows the Sport had to go back to that fight and watch it a third time, Ricky Burns was touching fucking Terence Crawford's ass up. Touching his ass up for 12 fucking rounds, especially in the 12th round. He hit Terence Crawford with a body shot and hit him upstairs. Here's the problem with Terence Crawford, and this is why I keep telling you guys. Terence Crawford in the first half of a lot of his upper level fights, Mean Machine, Eucurus and Gamboa, Julius and Dongo, the list can go on and on with the fights that he's had. Hank London, he gets touched up way too much by competition that is considered B- to C+ level. That's not good. Because if he's getting touched up and he's getting rocked, we're talking about he's actually getting rocked. His feet is buckling. Not by a mighty blow of Manonia, but by some kind of variation of a little hammer. Because that's what these other fighters are. They have hammers. They're boxers. Boxers have what we call registered lethal weapons. It's called their fists. But he's getting hit by hammers. Not the mighty blow of the Manonia of the Megalodon Shark of Errol the Truth Spence. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother gamut. We're talking about these fighters. He's buckling, man. You watch his feet buckle when he gets hit by these guys. Even in the John Molina fight, a fight that he was clearly dominating, Molina had moments where he was hitting Terence Crawford and rocking his ass. I went back to every last one of his fights, and I've not seen a fight where Terence Crawford was cleanly boxing somebody up to where his chin did not get affected, to where he did not get hit. And you know what's interesting about the Ricky Burns fight? You know why I have to highlight that one? Ricky Burns was touching Terence Crawford's chin up, and he was showcasing that Terence Crawford is Bud Light. He's a chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Let me say it again. He is Bud Light. He's a chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Terence Crawford doesn't hold up. And see, all of these fake ass Errol the Truth Spence fans that done left Errol the Truth Spence, they feeling some type of way right now. They feeling dumb. They feeling like brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. Let me say it again. They're feeling dumb. They're feeling like brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads because they're like, damn, I left the mighty blow of the Manonia of tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work, the levying onslaught of the punishment style. I left Mr. Hulk Smash. I left Flatline to go to this. A chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. I went to that. Oh, I regressed myself. You see, now this is the thing that I told you guys about people that follow reverse bias, aka detractor, aka panders. They even have regret. Let me say it again. People that follow the objectives of reverse bias, aka detracting, aka pandering, they even have regrets. And they're regretting the fact that they had to follow their reverse biasing. They had to follow their detractisms. They had to follow their panderisms because they have to follow it. Otherwise, they get kicked out of the group. Let me say it again. They have to follow it. Otherwise, they get kicked out of the group. But here's the thing that kicks in. It's called cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-telling fashion. It's called being a truth teller within yourself. Because everyone can be a truth teller. Even reverse bias, aka detractors, aka panders, they have to come to the truth. See, when they're reverse biasing, when they're detracting, and when they're pandering in front of you, they know they're telling you lies. But when they go home at night and they sleep in their beds, they tell themselves the truth. And the truth that they're telling themselves is shit. Bud is too fucking light in the caboose. He is light in the damn ass. They know it to be true. They saw everything they needed to see in that last fight against Green Machine when his ass got parked up within 3 rounds. He was not supposed to fold like a fucking pretzel by Mean Machine's punches. A guy that was laid off for a year. That's 12 months, y'all. This is Terence Bud Crawford that's always in the damn gym. Isn't that what he prides himself on? I would be feeling some type of way, dog. I would be hot and bothered like grits if I've been training all of this time, staying in shape, preparing myself, and a guy was laid off for a year and he drops my ass within 3 rounds. That's why Terence Bud Crawford couldn't accept it. Y'all understand that? He knew he got dropped within 3 rounds, but he couldn't accept it. Because if his mind accepted it, then you know what was going to happen? He was going to start doubting himself. I get what Terence Bud Crawford is thinking with that. That's why he rejected when Andre Ward said, you know your ass got dropped. You know your ass got dropped. Let me say it for the number 3 of confirmation. You know your ass got dropped. He had to deny it. Because if he had to come to that conclusion of it, he was going to start denying himself. And then that's it. Terence Bud Crawford would have went down the hinges, dog. Down the rails. But he didn't want to do that. And I understand. Because you have to keep confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. I get it. But here's the thing. Your confidence, your purpose, and your fake abundance mindset, because that's what it is, Terence Bud Crawford, which is a scarcity mindset, is twisted. It's not lined up with what you think it is. You are not going to beat Errol Spence because Errol Spence is going to make sure that this is a punishment-filled type of fight. Let me say it again. Errol the True Spence is going to make sure that this is a punishment-filled type of fight. You know how you could tell? His vernacular. What did Errol the True Spence say? I will stop you. You are too light in your ass. When a man looks at you dead in your face and tell you 3 times, I will straight up stop you. You are too light on your ass. That means he's going to punish your ass. When a guy sits here and tells Roy Jones Jr., I will wash your boy, that means he's going to punish your ass. When a guy sits there and tells the PBC interview that, oh, he got dropped by the Russian? Didn't he get dropped by the Russian in 3 rounds? Oh, yeah. I'm going to park and I'm going to punish his ass. I'm going to wash him. That is lingo. That is what we call linguistic terminology. That is what we call language at its lamest term of I'm going to punish your ass. Why do you think Errol the True Spence is the comprehensive package or the stimulus package of Mr. Tactical Aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work? The levying onslaught of the what? Of the punishment style. Let me rewind that because that needs to marinate the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me and hear me. Wow. Errol the True Spence is the comprehensive package or the stimulus package of Mr. Tactical Aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work. The levying onslaught of the what? The punishment style. Because that's what he does. He understands in boxing, there's nothing worse than punishing an opponent. That is the worst form of a beatdown. This is why his style to me is the most flawless style in boxing. Floyd Mayweather's style is the most technically savvy style. It's the most genius style in boxing. But Errol the True Spence style is actually the most flawless. And let me tell you why. Because it's a style that makes sure and it denotes that when the fighter is done with Errol the True Spence, they ain't the same. See, there's Floyd Mayweather opponents that have gone on and done other great things. Canelo Alvarez, ain't his ass still fucking fighting? He's done great things. It's not to say that Floyd Mayweather didn't box the shit out of his ass. He did. But he didn't punish his ass. You see what I'm saying? Look at a Lamont Peterson. Look at a Sean Porter. Looking like he got bloated trauma all over the damn place. You could tell he's suffering from bloated trauma because he had the nerve, he had the audacity, he had the gumption to say that Manny Pacquiao, I would prefer his career over Floyd Mayweather. That's a Errol the True Spence punishment hangover. That's what the effect of a megalodon shark coming at your ass does. Remember, he resides in deep waters. Deep waters is his natural habitation. Let me say it again. He resides in deep waters. Deep waters is his natural habitation. That means that he's going to bring your ass in deep waters and he's going to make your ass have to try to swim out of that. The last time I checked, human beings can't swim in fucking deep waters. You know why? Because the pressure. Y'all got to do y'all research, dog. You know my mental aptitude. I'm not a regular cat, nor do I think regular, nor do I reside in regular realms. Let me say it again. I'm not a regular cat, nor do I think regular, nor do I reside in regular realms. The pressure of the water underneath is so intense. Just the mighty blow of that deep water's pressure is going to make you pop like a freaking popcorn. Let me say it again. Pickety pop like a freaking popcorn, dog. So imagine you dealing with that pressure, right? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his fucking pipes. Now you also have to deal with a megalodon shark on top of that. You see how Errol the True Spence makes it a comprehensive package, a stimulus package? This is why Terence Crawford has no fucking chance against Errol the True Spence. Because Errol the True Spence, no, I'm going to take your ass in deep waters of tactical aggression. I'm going to take your ass in deep waters of technical punching placement. I'm going to take your ass in deep waters of, tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body fucking snatching work. Sometimes he knows his boy has a misstep in his words. It is what it is. But we back on the swag. The wordplay is still sick as fuck. Of body snatching work. The levying onslaught of the punishment style. This is why they call Errol the True Spence the Punisher by trade. Because when he fights your ass in the ring, a fighter already knows. He knows. In his body, he starts quivering. He starts shaking. Oh shit. He's the judge. He's the jury. He's the executioner. Let me say it again. He's the judge. He's the jury. He's the executioner. That's what he is. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Each round, Terence Crawford said, is going to say, damn, I'm being judged. Each round, Terence Crawford going to say, damn, the jury's coming out with the verdict. Each round, Terence Crawford is saying, it's time for my ass to be executed. Because he knows each blow is thrown with mean intention. There's no time to be playing around. And every time Terence Crawford gets into his flawed DNA fighter style of the fights that I mentioned early on, and how he got exposed and how he was getting outboxed, you know what was outboxing his ass? His flawed DNA fighter style. Hit me, I'ma hit you back. Hit me, I'ma hit you back. Hit me, I'ma hit you back. When he goes into that fake ass dog killing instinct mode, Errol the True Spence is gonna keep punishing his ass for that shit. And keep reminding his ass, you better fight cleanly, you better fight smartly, and you better fight responsibly. Let me say it again. You better fight cleanly, you better fight smartly, and you better fight responsibly. Because if you don't, your ass is going to get stopped. This is why I said this fight is going to be a Hagler and Hearns 2.0. Because if you guys do your research, Tommy Hitman Hearns did the same fuck shit that Terence Crawford did. He was basically talking all that shit, talking sideways out of his ass, 2 sideways variation. He was basically getting slide to the damn mouth, and all Marvin Hagler was doing was just chilling in his marvelous self, training, and just saying, oh, I'm gonna punish his ass. I'm gonna fucking punish his ass. And what happened? He stopped his fucking ass within 5 rounds. Errol the True Spence versus Terence Crawford is gonna be a stoppage within 6. Because once the bell hits, Spence is coming in there on that fucking inside that Terence Crawford thinks that he's not going to come in on that inside, and he's going to work that body. We're going to see what Terence Crawford is made up with. And trust and believe, what you guys are going to realize is that Terence Crawford is Bud Light for a reason, because he's light in the freaking caboose. We're talking about a fighter that's built too big, too strong, and too tough. It's the reason why they call him the Megalodon Shark, man. If you guys do your research on that rare and that unique shark, when he was in the ocean, nobody could fuck with him. He ate everything in sight. That's what Errol the True Spence is. The Megalodon Shark to the welterweights, little guppies. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. This is Hino Sport. Checking out.